Hey, yeah. Sorry, we had a minor interruption there.
Phil got fired on the spot.
Yeah, most definitely.
Some-
Gary Bettman and the Juluminati, kind of cut our transmission. Gary's been working with him and shit.
Alright, Jimmy, can we not get into this right now?
All the
It's
shit's
not
good.
political. Back to hockey, folks. Sorry for interrupting.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, eh?
Philadelphia. Starting or picking up with Philly.
They'll lose their fearless man, or lose him. Buy him out.
Buy out Breeze Goloff. Buy out Briere. Now, Briere, I understand that, you know.
Do you think by Baron Forest he means hybrid Yeti people?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Those Russians. But Briere, I can understand Daniel Briere getting bought out. You know, he's getting long in the tooth and shit. He goes and hops, skips, and jumps over to fucking Montreal.
Alright, I'll play for you guys now.
Now I will.
Now I will.
You know, do it now. Why not?
Alright, what
Right?
are you gonna pay me? I'm making a shit ton, so it really doesn't matter, but what are you gonna pay me?
Yeah.
A couple million? Woo-hoo.
He was on expired time in Philly anyways. I never found Briere to be a fit in Philadelphia. I mean, I know he kind of produced and shit. But
Briere should have stayed in fucking Buffalo with Vanek.
Or went to Montreal in the first fucking place.
And played with Hayward.
Yeah, like one or the other. Now,
Briere's
Breeze Goloff, on the other hand, I feel Breeze Goloff didn't get a fair shake.
Nah, man, fucking Paul Holmgren there. Fucking builds an Eastern Conference Finals.
Yep. Stanley Cup Finals.
So, yeah, Stanley Cup Finals
Stanley
team.
Cup Finals team.
He loses. And he proceeds to blame his players.
Yep.
Carter and Richards.
Yep.
We go through this every time, but apparently they have party issues. So
Yep.
he blows them out of town. Fuck you.
Tosses them into the wind, two separate ways.
Gets nothing back for him.
And he did this so he could make cap space.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get this twisted. He did this so he could get fucking cap space to sign one Ilya Breeze Goloff to a long-term contract.
The missing key to the Philadelphia Flyers losing the cup. But I don't know, somehow maybe he forgot or overlooked that another key piece to that was Carter and Richards, who brought him to those finals.
Yeah.
And
Pronger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, two forwards, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you had your other support group, you know, but I'm sorry, when you trade away your two superstars so you can sign a guy that might be a superstar.
You really just want to
And
poach
again,
him off the market.
that's nothing against. Yeah, you just wanted to poach him off the market. That's nothing against Breeze Goloff because like I said, I don't think Breeze Goloff got a fair shake.
No, but
season
he's an
and a half.
unproven goalie.
Unproven goalie. Season and a half in Philadelphia. He was crucified. You know, almost fucking.
Yeah. You know,
basically his first year.
I tip my hat to him because he always, not always, but majority of the time he made a joke on when dealing with them. He took responsibility for losing.
Yeah. And he took the media on head to head, and he wasn't a dick to them about it.
No, it was like,
you know, sometimes he'd be like, "Well, that's a pretty stupid question."
I couldn't stop beach ball tonight. Not my fault.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it is my fault. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, well, yeah, you can respect the guy who's willing to come out and be like, yeah, I can stop a fucking
Take the
beach
loss.
ball.
Take the loss for the
this
team.
is all about me.
Yeah.
Right? So how much? Like, yeah, you're right. They crucified him there. Do you think he'll get another job
in the NHL? I mean, I think there's teams out there that are more than definitely willing to grab Ilya Breeze Goloff.
Yeah.
But again, I think it comes down to the Russians are getting treated unfairly in the NHL.
Yeah.
And that's a behind closed door. This isn't the political banter, as we've already said. But I do believe that the Russians are maybe not getting a fair shake behind closed doors in the NHL boardroom and shit.
Yeah. The other thing I'd like to point out, though, is a lot of these Russians come over with pompous attitudes.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. But, again, that's a lot of the Russians more now, you know, that grew up in Russia, not the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Or
Fair
the
enough.
falling of the
I
Soviet
mean, still,
Union.
Alexei
Yashin.
sorry.
Yeah.
That would...
Oh, he's the prime
pompous.
example of a fucking pompous fucking
What's
Russian.
his name there? Alexander Dad?
Alexander Dagg's Canadian, bud.
Is he? Oh, sorry. I wish I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Russia, he's yours. Traded. I don't know.
Russia, take Alexander Dagg off our hands, please.
Future consideration.
Actually, I think he's playing somewhere in Europe right now.
But I mean, even to a certain extent. Like, I think the biggest thing this comes down to is the poor treatment, is the mockery of the NHL.
By the K.
By the K, but also that Radulov made.
Yeah.
I don't have to do re-entry waivers because now I give a fuck about my contract that I owe.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to hop on, get a quick Stanley Cup. I know if they even won the Stanley Cup, he would have been back in Russia.
Probably.
Got Stanley Cup.
Got my Stanley Cup.
Titles.
Go back, get money.
Yeah.
You know. Oh yeah. And again, and most definitely.
I really think
I think that's a minority of. Maybe not of the new school Russians coming over again. You know, you look at fucking the number 1 pick from last year. I can't remember his name, but doing the Theo Fleury slide.
Fucking Yakupov.
Thank you, doing the Theo Fleury slide across the ice there. You know, in a regular season game. At least Fleury did it in fucking Game 6 of the fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but I mean, Alexander Ovechkin. Apparently he's had a bit of a you know who I am issue. But he's kept it tame, but he's also put up the fucking numbers.
Yeah, I was about to say, with Alexander Ovechkin, he's not as extreme as, say, the Patrick Kanes, even the Evander Kanes.
Yeah.
Even, you know, he's not as extreme as the Kanes. You know, he's not as extreme as the fucking Whites, the Ian Whites.
Yeah.
You know, the guys who are openly known for being fucking problem makers and having a little bit of a fucking issue with either one substance or the other. Right?
Yeah.
So, you know,
but I mean,
Ovi, he's got the chip on his shoulder, but he's got a reason to have that chip on the shoulder.
You pound 60 goals in.
Yeah.
You
can say only one other person in the last fucking 10, 15 years has done that.
Yeah.
And his name's Stamkos.
That gives you a little bit of...
Yeah. A little bit of... It gives you a leeway. Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying.
But
right?
I mean, another one who composes himself extremely well, extremely professionally, is Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't seem better. I heard a funny story. First year they were playing Crosby and him. Crosby always went out last.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
And he's ready to go out. Everyone in the locker room was like, cool. And fucking...
Malkin waited.
Malkin was like, no, I always go last. And Crosby's like, yo, man, I always go last. I'm Sidney Crosby.
It's my thing.
And Malkin's like, yeah, but I've played 1 year of pro already.
Yeah. I got the year experts. All right, you go
Fair
last.
enough. You're right.
Yeah.
And there he went.
Yeah.
Right? But other than that, what do you hear of Evgeny Malkin?
Pulling attitude.
Yeah. Dropping off because he's partying a little bit too much.
Yeah.
He's fucking...
Showing up to practice in fucking the same attires yesterday. Most definitely.
Pouting on the bench and getting benched because of a bad attitude.
So hopefully it is just the minority of Russians that do have that attitude, right?
Maybe it's just a phase that's going on right now, and the NHL is trying to quell it. I don't think it's right how they're doing it.
You know, and also, you got to remember, out in the motherland over there, the Russians instill in their hockey players that they are better.
Yeah.
That they are the best.
Yeah.
That, you know, they could go to the NHL and be the Wayne Gretzky's of the fucking NHL.
Yeah.
You know, the NHL may hold you back, so stay in the KHL. Be the Wayne Gretzky of the KHL.
Yeah.
You know? And so, I mean, it's instilled in them from the beginning, you know, that they have to be superior, right?
Yeah. And you know what? All athletes have that bred in.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right? But, I don't know. It's just...
I mean, we sit there and we're talking about these Russians. I mean, how many Canadians...
Alexander Dad.
Well, hold on. How many Canadians, though, have that fucking chip on their shoulder? You know? Have that fucking, I am a hockey player playing in Canada. Evander Kane.
Dion. Yeah, fair enough. There's all guys who have it, but that's what makes them better.
Yeah.
It's a mental mind that they have to be, a mindset that they have to be in.
You have to think you're better to be better. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, right?
It comes with maturity.
So
you see in these veteran players where it's not having to convince everyone else that they are better. They realize it only matters that I know I'm better.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
not being cocky about it.
Yeah, that's the difference between a veteran player and some of these hotshot kids coming in.
Yeah, that's the difference between cockiness and confidence in all of life. You know, in any aspect of life.
But I mean, you look at even kids in midget right now. They're cocky, pompous pricks.
Yeah.
The good ones are fucking assholes.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? But that's what makes them there. It's coming to temper that and leave it on the rink. Right?
Yeah.
Because even if you look at it, you talk to most people who've met enforcers, big bad, gonna kill you, rip your head off guys on the fucking rink. They're the nicest guys you can meet in person.
Off the rink.
Yeah, they always give time to sign autographs. They always have time for fans. They're not too busy for that, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it comes in veterancy, where you have to balance that out. Where you know you're better, and on the ice you enforce that you're better.
That you're better,
But
yeah.
once it's done, it's left on the ring.
Meeting with the press and shit like that.
Yeah, the press, the civilians, the fans, they're not hockey players. You can't body check and shove them around.
Yeah, and tell them that their mama's a fucking dirty hoe, right? But okay, so wrangling it back in, Brizgalov is not really a pompous Russian.
No, he's honest.
He's honest, and again, he does have the attitude that he's a good goalie. He believes he's a good goalie, and you have to have that, just like you said, right? You have to have that.
But honestly, he is a good goalie.
Yeah. And again, I do think that there will be a lot of teams in the NHL that would love to have Ilya Brizgalov on their team. There's a lot of teams out there that would love to take a proven number one goalie. Yeah. He is a proven number one goalie in the league. Yeah. Regardless.
I don't mean like proven as in hasn't played. I mean as in very few accolades, as in Stanley Cup playoffs, finals appearances.
Exactly.
Right? But he is a good goalie. He's a proven starter. That's what he is.
So everything Philly loses, they go out and they pick up the buyed out Vincent LeCavalier. And LeCavalier is basically just gonna fucking put his fucking spot right where Briere separated himself.
No. Don't you know? Fucking Vinny Clavier scored 52 goals.
Oh yeah.
In 06.
That guy was like the fucking World Cup of Hockey fucking all-star.
Yeah.
In 04. The same year he stole a Stanley Cup.
Whoa, man, watch your mouth.
Oh, fuck that. That motherfucker came straight out.
No, we did not talk about this incident. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Lockout here. Talk about that. Thank you.
Lockout here.
Thank you.
There was a goal. There was a goal scored.
Yo, we're not going into this. We're going to have a bad one.
Nah.
Anyways.
They get him on a ridiculous contract.
Man, they're just stupid after stupid. I think Paul Holmgren needs to fucking
I think there needs to be a fucking bear joining our fucking Gary Bettman and our fucking other buddy up there.
Rip Gauthier.
Shout out to our fucking hanging bears there, fucking season finale and all. Gotta let them know that we got some love for him.
Not courteous, I'm sorry.
He's not a Flyers type of player though either.
No, fuck no.
No, and
he's a run and gun, a quick player. And you know what? If you had Richards, if you had Carter, if you still had fucking Danny Briere, you could run that fucking run and gun damn well.
Yeah, but you got Giroux.
Yeah.
You don't have Van Riemsdyk anymore.
No, poor Giroux, man.
Yeah.
He just signed an extension too, I think.
Yeah. Gonna be the face of the floundering Flyers. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. Pronger's gone.
I hate seeing the Flyers lose too. I like the Flyers, I like the Philadelphia Flyers, the Broad Street Bullies, shit like that,
They got Braden Shen. That's what they got from LA.
Yeah.
And then they traded to fucking...
Well, they got Wayne Simmons too.
Yeah, and you know what? Simmons is a good player.
Simmons is a good player. Simmons is the kind of player I'd like on our team.
Brad Richards, though? Mike Richards?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Braden Shen, and then they go out and acquire his brother, fucking... Luke Shen.
Luke!
You can't play defense.
You can't play defense.
And then, so they got the liability who's trained by King Liability, Dion Phaneuf.
Yeah.
Sitting there, him and his brother having a grand old time. Wayne Simmons, he's like, yeah, I'm excited for this season. We got fucking some veterans coming in. We're gonna have a good time. It's like, man, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
You know what? Calgary's not gonna have too good of a time this year. Quite honest, I'm being realistic. Going off paper.
Yeah, going off the paper.
Numbers, right? We got a lot of kids with no NHL experience coming up. But we haven't had the pieces that Philadelphia's had.
Oh yeah, in the last 5 years. Away. Well, and some could argue that, but we haven't had the pieces that have produced that Philadelphia has had. That's.
Fuck! I would take Mike Richards or Jeff Carter over Alex Tanguay or fucking Olli Jokinen any day of the week.
Yeah.
Hands down. You know what? No disrespect to those guys. Fucking Tanguay's got a cup. Fucking he was a good player, and he still is a good player. He's just not the player he was.
Yeah.
Player that we signed him or traded to get. Right? Fucking same with Olli Jokinen. 5 years too late.
5 years
3 years too late.
Yeah.
Olli. Hey, Olli. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a long flight.
Yeah, no shit. Sorry, I had to make a quick stop in Phoenix for a while.
Shit, yeah.
Jump over to New York for half a year and then come back for a while. Yeah, man. But okay, fucking, so Philadelphia, they fucking squeeze fucking LeCavalier, and they snipe LeCavalier right out of fucking Montreal's fucking backyard again. And so, but Montreal, whatever, they don't lose anybody.
No.
So far,
No.
nobody's really been fucking tossed out of the fucking Lava Habitat province yet. So, but they go and they pick up Danny Gertner from the fucking Flyers.
Danny Babert.
Danny Babert.
To me is a fucking confusing stat. Like, you openly came out and stated that you had size issues.
No.
And you go out and sign.
It's because he's French, man.
Yeah, just because he grabbits doesn't mean he won't get knocked the
He's the
fuck out.
consolation prize to Vincent LeCavalier.
Yeah, well,
they couldn't get Vinny, so they had to get Danny.
That first place prize neither.
No, most definitely. Most definitely. But it is more of the style for little Danny to play,
Yeah, well,
at least they'll have
gonna die
big George Peros out there to protect him.
You know what, George? This will be the year that we see fucking George Peros' goddamn mustache wiped off his face.
You think he'll shave that fucking You think the fucking...
No. I think it's gonna get pounded off his face.
It's gonna get pounded off his face. When George Peros had 13 fights last season, 13 fights in a short year.
But you know what? I think he might step into some kid who's got something to prove.
Well, they brought in George Peros to fucking pick up the slack from fucking Pruss, because Pruss was fighting too many big people.
Kind of like Jackman for
That was
us.
exactly the words that they used. Jackman's a rag doll, though. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
But I mean, look at that first season he played for us, and he had all those goals. 2 black eyes half the time.
Oh, man. That's when you knew he was fucking playing, right?
Yeah.
But now you look at Jackman now, and he literally looks like fucking Homer Simpson from the boxing episode, where he just stands in the ring and goes...
Yeah, well, at least it's better than fucking Radis or Vanis.
Yeah. Never to play an NHL game again.
I don't think he's played, period.
Holy fuck, man. You get your head knocked off like that, you don't deserve to play.
The fact that we're on Montreal. This is just fitting that popped into my head. And it popped into my head when we talked about getting his head knocked off.
I don't know where this is going, folks.
One Blake Griffin retires at age 25 from the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Blake Jeffrin?
Yeah.
Really?
Third generation hockey player.
Yeah.
Reason down in the AHL last year, he got hit kind of hard.
Concussion?
No, not quite a concussion. He had a concussion too, but a depressed skull fracture.
Oh, that might do it.
Yeah, so he was a little bit fucked up. So, you know what, he's like, man, if I get a puck in that side of my head, I'm dead. I can't play no more.
No more hockey.
No.
Oh, at least he was smart about it.
Yeah, he wasn't dead, because then if you're the first dead Frenchman on the fucking ice, then God knows you're going to be playing fucking flag hockey.
Oh, man. If it was a Frenchman that died, almost definitely.
I got your flag, give me the puck.
But yeah, well, on that topic, fucking Peros there, he's going to have to fight a lot of guys this year.
Maybe
next year.
Fight a lot of big guys. Boston's got a lot of big kids coming through. You got a way to make it.
He's gonna have to fight a lot of fucking people, man. And you're talking about people getting their heads bashed
Prost,
in.
you want to step in? Fuck, man, my knuckles hurt just watching you.
Fuck, Brandon Prusty's a great fucking addition for any team, but the fact is the guy's fucking injury riddled anyways.
Yeah, you know what? I take my hat off just to the fact that he stands toe-to-toe with some of the biggest...
He stands toe-to-toe with anybody, right?
Yeah,
most
and
definitely.
Know what? He defends his players.
And that's why they had to bring him in. That's why they had to bring in Peros, man.
But, I mean, exactly like you said, he had to do it too much by himself, and it took a toll. Yeah. That is why he's injury-riddled.
Most definitely.
He's gotten his head pounded in a few too many times. He's put his knuckles into a helmet a few too many times.
Yeah.
He's just like, this fucking hurts now.
No.
Cheekbone's probably been busted once or twice, so now he just gets tapped in it. It's probably like...
That's why he has that big mustache, man. It takes some of the fucking...
Bros is just like, hey, I'm Mario. Oh, you're Peros. Oh, right. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah,
That's
Mario.
all he does. He thinks he sees little fucking Koopa Troopas and shit and just starts fucking pounding on them and shit. So, Toronto, they fucking... buy out one of fucking the people that they sniped out of Montreal a few years back in Mike Komisarek.
You know what? As bad as I hate Calgary management for being like, here's $7 million, here's $6 million, here's $8 million, at least we're not fucking Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are a few other of those
And
teams
you know what?
out
This
there.
is no diss to the fans neither. This is a fucking diss to your previous management, which fucked you guys for the last.
Oh, Toronto's been hoops since fucking Harold Ballard, man. Hoops since Harold Ballard. It's all there is to it. Yeah, they've had a few teams that have fucking made a little bit of an impact during the season. You'd have had one team to make an impact in the playoffs, in the last fucking 40 years.
And this isn't on
45
the fans.
years.
This is on
65
the GMs
years.
and the coaches.
Yeah.
And you know what? Carlisle, I think he's a good addition to that team.
I think Carlisle will run that team good, but
Yeah.
they lost Clark MacArthur as well as fucking, Commissaric they didn't use last year anyways.
No.
Played 2 or 4
Yeah,
games,
that's what I
something
mean.
like
They're
that.
paying like $4.5 million for him to play in the A.
Yeah.
And you know what? Again, I will tip my hat to Mike Commissar.
He took it like a man.
Yeah. He went and reported. He's like, this is where he told me to go. This is where I'll play hockey.
Yeah, he still gets his money.
Yeah.
Still gets his money, So, I mean, yeah, for sure. Tip my hat to him.
Signed in Atlanta. No. Atlanta. Carolina.
Carolina, eh?
Yeah.
$750,000. Something like
man.
that.
Toronto's still paying him like $4
Yeah.
this year. They're like,
Here you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he care?
Yeah.
He's still playing in the NHL
Yeah, he's
on
like-
a team that actually does have a chance,
yeah, like, you guys look competitive. You had a high round draft pick. You got Jeff Skinner. You got both the Stahl brothers up in here. You
Yeah.
got fucking Alexander Salmon.
Yeah.
What do you need to make me be able to play here?
Now MacArthur, he's a loss for the Buds.
Yeah.
He was a good part for that team to build into the core as a support player and shit, right?
Yeah, like he chipped in goals, he set up goals, he fucking let guys know that they can't run around and fucking be reckless on players. Like, yeah, he wasn't a guy who went toe to toe.
No.
But he wasn't afraid to take a fucking
He'd
cheap
go into the
penalty.
corners.
Yeah.
He'd go to the front of the net.
He'd shove.
He'd go to the places that they need to be, right?
Yeah, and he'd protect his players.
Now they replace him with David Clarkson, who, quite frankly, is a 1-2 season pony. Okay,
Well,
fed
when
off
you're
of
feeding off fucking Ilya
fed
Kovalchuk. then
off of
yeah.
Ilya Kovalchuk there. So, like, fucking, is this guy really the guy that's going to pick up the slack for Clark MacArthur? And people are going to argue that Clark MacArthur only scored like fucking 6 to 8 goals last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you guys just signed fucking Tyler Bozak some absorbent bullshit, and the fucking discussion's already up. Is he a number 1 center? And you know what? With the caliber of centers in the league right now, no, he's not.
Well, that's the problem though. Centers are fucking the highest fucking asked for commodity in the league. So anybody who does have a
I'm pretty
proven
sure they
center,
are the highest paid position in the league.
yeah,
right
anybody who has a proven center is not letting go of that proven
now. No,
center.
and I'm not saying that he's not a proven center. I'm
No.
saying look what the centers that are in the league.
Yeah.
Evgeny Malkin.
Are you going to
Sidney
put this guy up
Crosby,
on that guy
Steven
on that
Stamkos.
kind of platform?
Yeah, and which they did in the money, but they
No, I was
definitely,
going to say they didn't with the money. That's for sure.
they definitely put him on a Jordan Stahl level.
Yeah, yeah. But again, if you look at the numbers, maybe the numbers are similar. I mean, I don't have his numbers available right
Did
now,
Tyler
but
Bozak lead the league in shorthanded goals for you one season?
probably not. Probably not. And Ben Scriven's a backup goalie, or say backup goalie, but he was
Backup, starter,
whatever Toronto
rotation
uses.
thing you guys got
Yeah,
going
whatever
on.
Toronto uses for the week, right? Fucking, they send him over to LA for Jonathan Bernier. Jonathan Bernier finally gets fucking moved after 2 years of fucking speculation.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for Toronto? Like,
You know what? I think this was a good pickup for Toronto, but honestly, this is also a gamble for Toronto.
yeah. Well, Bernier with his 67 games of NHL experience is
Yeah.
a gamble for
He's
Toronto.
played well, but look at the team that's been in front of him.
Yeah, most
The
definitely.
Stanley Cup champions within the last 2 years.
Yeah.
They have they went through the desert a bit, but they were always a tough team to play.
Always a good
Guy's
team to
been
play
there
against.
for a
Yeah.
while. Fucking Richards has been there for a while now. Kopitar, Brown, all
Learning
those
from the
guys.
same goalie coach is quick.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a first round fucking pick.
Yeah.
High round first
Yeah,
round
so
pick.
you know what? This was good, but it's a gamble. It truly is.
Yeah, oh well, I mean, sometimes you have to take a gamble for sure. Everybody and their dog knew that Toronto was in the market for another goalie.
Yeah.
The only person I think that was lying to themselves about it was James Reimer,
Yeah.
right? But
He's still lying to himself.
Do
He's
you-
like, I'm the number 1 goalie.
I was gonna say, do you think that James Reimer is still the number 1 goalie?
You know, going to camp he will be, but I mean, Bernier's got something to prove. They just paid a high price for him, signed him to a big ass contract,
Yeah.
and Everyone's been
They want
doubting.
results. They want, and
Yeah.
especially in the microscope of the fucking
Toronto,
hockey
but not
universe,
even
man.
past Toronto. Everyone on the fucking
Hockey sense of the world.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? He's a good goalie. We're not going to deny that. But 67 games.
Yeah.
That's a damn good backup.
Yeah.
And you know what? The numbers state that he should be a number one goalie. But
let's see what he does as a
50
number
plus
one
games
goalie.
is a different story.
And which brings me to my next point, right? Are Leafs fans in fantasy land believing that they can make the playoffs in an 82 game schedule?
Yeah.
They are, right?
Yeah.
Just flat out yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
motherfuckers.
nothing against him. Like, Lupul's just getting older. Kessel, you know what? When he puts goals in, he puts a lot in for you. But he's kind of an
Arrogant, streaky
unopportunistic.
fucking...
Yeah, but he's an unopportunistic scorer.
Yeah.
Like, he went on a tear at the beginning of the season. Well, that's fine and dandy, but when it came down to the grind, the past
You
full
get
season...
TSN reporters talking about 50 goals in 37 games
Yeah,
and shit.
and you know what? The numbers stated that he was on that rate. And you know what? Fuck yeah. If the numbers state it, well then yeah, he's playing damn good hockey.
Yeah, but don't ever say that motherfucker's gonna score 50 and 37.
Oh, no.
No.
But that's what the numbers are saying at the time, 15 games in or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But look, when it came down to the grind to make the playoffs, that final push, where's Phil
Even
Kessel?
just the middle of the fucking season. Actually, you know, he went on the tear at the beginning and then he fucking trailed off in the middle of the season. Came back for a little bit at the start of the stretch, and then fucking tailed off at the end again. You know, when they went on their 15-game losing streak or whatever it was 2 years
Wilson
ago, right?
got fired.
Yeah.
17, I think.
Okay, so yeah, like again, and then just disappeared again, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, 82-game schedule. You know, it's like me as a Flames fan sitting here saying we're gonna win the cup, right?
And you know what?
Hopeful, wishful thinking.
That's what keeps teams in Canada. So you know what? If you bleed the blue and white, you know what? Congratulations.
More power to you.
Yeah, we bleed the fucking Flames. So you know what? Everyone for their team, right?
More power to you guys, man. But yeah, I don't know. This is Bernie's chance to fly or fail. It
really
is.
And I think another thing, a big loss for them is Mikhail Grabowski.
Grabowski leaving,
A
yes.
dirty divorce,
Oh,
most definitely.
oh man. I've had better fucking breakups with girlfriends, and I'll tell you what. When you leave your spunk on their pillow, they're never happy. So
No.
I've had better breakups with girlfriends.
Remember that Janina chick?
Oh,
She left her husband for me.
Ha, ha.
She was pissed.
That chick left your husband for you?
Yeah.
Yo, man, I like put my, baby making material on her husband's toothbrush. Damn,
What was
that chick just be fucking trifling.
Yeah, I know.
Damn. It's alright. We homies.
Yeah.
It's all good. We don't give a shit about no bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You fired along with Phil.
Yeah.
Get out of his house.
Yeah, that's why his wife's all pissed off. House help my ass.
Now let's hop up north to our northern neighbors who we love to rant on a little bit and, make fun of you guys. But yeah, I mean, you guys do the same with us. I heard a good joke.
Yeah.
When we got flooded out here, Edmonton decided it was a good time to kick us while we were down. I mean, hey, why the fuck not? We're Calgary. You guys deserve to. We would do the same thing to you. I mean, you offered a helping hand with cops and shit. Oh, but that was very nice of them, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Give us all their cops. Yeah, give us all your cops. Thanks, guys. Like,
What about Edmonton?
how was
right
that?
now?
Yeah, well, how was the crime rate in Edmonton that week? I'm just wondering. But anyways, they go out and they buy out their good old captain Sean Horkoff, making way for...
No, they traded him.
Oh, yeah, sorry, they traded him. My bad. Off to fucking Dallas, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, off to Dallas he goes. And fucking, now they can make way for fucking Taylor Hall to be their next captain. And Nikolai Habibulin, he goes off and fucking gets his Blackhawk going again.
His what?
His Black Hawk going again.
I don't know. Edmonton, you know what? They've been stocking up on some veterans, some players. It's,
Yeah, I did quite a few people, man.
Yeah.
They get Andrew Ferentz, Jason LaBarbera. I'll be seeing you later. Boyd Gordon and David Perron, man. David Perron, that's by far, in my eyes, their biggest fucking addition.
Yeah.
At this moment.
You know what we need? Yeah, to got surgery here. We need someone to fucking lay that guy out. Welcome to Alberta.
Yeah. Well, he's a good fit there, man. You know.
And you know what? Good on him for making that grab. Like, as much as it pains me to say this, I don't want floundering hockey markets in Canada.
No.
I need the Jets to start winning. I need the fucking Senators to keep winning.
The Habitat.
And Habitat, well, yeah, but they'll always have their fan base.
Oh yeah, but things get dire out there still.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, when you go a decade without seeing the fucking
Cup?
Montreal Canadiens fucking win the cup, it's a little bit, you know, as a Canadian, it bothers you a little bit,
But
you know.
mean, like, cash-wise, right?
Oh yeah, they'll always make money.
Yeah. But I mean,
But if you're going to talk about money, then
Winnipeg
you got to talk about Ottawa. Because they're the only Canadian market that claims to not make money. So that's either a straight out farce and a bullshit to everybody, or they're the only Canadian team that doesn't make money.
they're probably the only Canadian team that isn't backed by fucking big money, though.
Yeah, probably.
Toronto has their fucking sports and entertainment there.
Yeah.
Winnipeg has their True North, which by the sounds of it is a sizable company in itself.
Fucking Edmonton here's got their fucking
Right, so,
pharmaceutical fucking company
street
back in their ass.
pharmacists there.
Yeah.
And Calgary's got fucking barrels and pipelines fucking backing it. And Vancouver's got fucking just rich businessmen who think they know hockey. But yeah, so I don't know. I think Edmonton's gonna be a good team. Will they make the playoffs this year?
Yeah. This will be the first year they make the playoffs in a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe even a second round appearance.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, they're coming out with a good team next year. You know, except for their goaltending. Their goaltending is going to be their ultimate downfall because Devin Dubnyk is not
even their
a fucking
defense.
proven starting goaltender. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
he's not. And Jason LaBarbera, like really, this guy gets shaken.
He's got wrestlers on his fucking helmet. How real can his goaltending be?
Exactly. Like you know who we are, motherfucker. You know who we are.
Hey, Barbie.
Hey, LaBarbera! You fucking punk ass bitch.
We'll be seeing you.
We'll be seeing you. Don't worry. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, okay, even their defense. But again, if that Schultz kid can step it up, right? Then fucking they've signed overrated Andrew Ference. So who could?
Quite honestly, where was he in the playoffs?
Oh fuck, he's overrated Andrew Ference. People are gonna say, oh well, Andrew Ference was part of the Flames run in 04 and da 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 da. And it's like, yeah, okay, but you know what? I didn't even remember him. So how much of a fucking piece of the puzzle were you, man? I fucking remember guys more like fucking Christophe Oliwa and shit like that, like over you. Come on, man. What the fuck's up with you? But yeah, so I think they will. I think they'll make the fucking playoffs next year, man.
I think they will, but it's going to be a first round.
I think Hall's not going to be able to fucking handle the C.
No.
I think because you've seen him kind of get level-headed this year a little bit. You know, he's kind of like, okay, well, I love my team. This is my team. This is what I fucking want to play. This is what I want to be for the rest of my life. Da, 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 right? And so you see him really bleeding the blue and gold, right? But I think if they throw that C on him, it's make or break for him too. He'll sway him one way or the other, man.
Yeah.
It'll either be my team, and all of a sudden you see him and Everly clashing.
Yeah.
Or you could see it going, well, I wear the C, but this is our team. And suddenly you got a Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews fucking-esque tandem going.
Yeah.
So
50-50, it's a flip of a coin.
Yeah, but
Edmonton, getting dangerous. Put his pieces in.
Jersey.
Oh, poor Jersey. Jersey, getting obliterated.
I'm worried about Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm worried this might be the first NHL team with a Stanley Cup banner to relocate.
Yeah.
In many, 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 many moons. So.
They lose David Clarkson.
Who, again, was feeding off Ilya Kovalchuk.
Yeah.
They lose Ilya Kovalchuk.
Yeah.
And then Johan Hedberg.
Well, whatever, he was old.
They switched with Corey Schneider.
Yeah.
They switched that with Corey Schneider, which by far biggest thing that happened on trade day, right? Or on draft day, right?
And I think that's a good grab. It's a great.
Oh, that's a great grab. That's if there was anything that they looking at the Devils' cupboards and shit, and looking at where they were in fucking prospects and people coming up in the system, They had nothing. Nothing in goaltending, man. They had a 38-year-old fucking Johan Hedberg, and they had a 40-year-old fucking
Marty B.
Marty
No
Brodeur.
disrespect. But
Yeah.
You old Marty. So, yeah. And you know what?
That's why we can't fire Phil, man. Fuck. He's supposed to throw us those smokes when we need those smokes.
Well,
we're going to have to hire somebody else. Fans, this is an open hiring. We need a producer for the banter. Alright? Because Phil was a fucking dirty fuck. His wife was a dirty fuck. And,
did you get that? You know,
Itch? She was a dirty fuck.
Yeah.
Phil, he was just a fucking slimy fucking greaseball.
Yeah.
But his girl, oh man.
Girl?
That woman fucking made me itch. Let's just say it that way. At least
That's
it was something we
bad.
could get gone, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit of the razor, a little bit of cream, and everything was good.
It's free.
I'm telling you, man. Pharmaceutical companies should start fucking advertising for the banter, because I'm telling you, we can really pull off some shit here.
Yeah, straight good. You know what? But
For
past
Jersey.
our, yeah, Jersey. And you know what? They added some good pieces though. Ryan Clough, and you know what? Ryan Clough isn't what he used to be, but I mean,
No, but he's still that player that every team needs as part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
To get there, right?
They got Adam Larson coming up through the ranks. They acquired Corey Schneider, which is a big grab for them.
Huge
He's
grab.
now trained by fucking Marty Brodeur.
I love
Who's
this.
better?
Like Vancouver.
Man, what the fuck's wrong with you?
What
you guys
the
should be
fuck?
calling for Gilly's head.
Oh man, you guys should just be waiting outside the fucking doors of Rogers Place there. I mean, like, where the fuck are you? 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 There you are! Lynch mob! You guys can flip cars, light shit on fire, smash fucking banks in the fucking windows and shit, punch out motherfuckers wearing the other jersey, punch out motherfuckers wearing your own goddamn jersey. You fuck can't lynch out your own goddamn fucking GM when he's fucking sitting here decimating your team.
Like this, sitting there going, I'm going to have a personal chat with Bobby Lou here, and I'm going to see if I'm going to refocus his ass, because I kind of told him to pack his bags, because I was shipping his ass
Because
out.
mentally, for the last fucking year and a half, this guy has been divorced from his fucking team, wants nothing to do with the city, and wants to just leave and go home to his fucking wife and kids. When really, in reality, you just fucking shipped off the other piece of the fucking puzzle that was supposed to carry you to the promised land. Oh my goodness.
Gillies, whatever. You know what?
My goodness.
But yeah.
Not my GM. Yo, man, you're fucking, that whole team's fucking,
Yeah, and you know what? Michael Ryder's a good pickup. Like, he's not
for Jersey, yeah. I mean,
an all-star, but he's a veteran.
He's another guy that's getting a little long in the tooth, but okay, yeah, he's a good pickup for sure. But
So,
will he ever live up to his potential? I mean, he's not long in the tooth. The guy's like 27 or 28, something like that, you know. But I mean, will he live up to his potential? The guy's been bouncing around the league, you know. Montreal, Boston. Where'd he go from Boston?
Montreal to Dallas. And
Montreal to Dallas.
For like 3 to 4 years.
And then went to Boston from Dallas.
Yeah, and played like this year, I think.
In Boston.
Yeah, and then signed as a free agent.
Yeah.
But he was basically told that they weren't going to re-sign him, so whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jersey, dire straits. But I mean, he got a good goaltender. He can train, and a raw goaltender.
Yeah.
So you know what? Best of luck. I really hope.
Jersey's draft. There, you were bringing this up off camera there earlier. Jersey's little draft choice in the 6th round.
Yeah.
One
Anthony Brodeur, I think.
Anthony Brodeur,
Goaltender.
position as a goaltender. His father, you might know, his name's Martin. Holds a couple NHL records there.
Yeah.
Might ring a bell.
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah, if there was any team that, if my dad played in the NHL and held a couple records in his position as the greatest fucking player to ever touch that spot, then the last team I'd ever want to fucking play on is the team that he did that with. And that's not, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of ooh-ah to it, but at the end of the day, man, you're standing there and you're looking at your dad's jersey all day, sitting in his shadow, literally.
Yeah.
You know, you go to another team and you win with another team and they'll be like, okay, look at that. You know, you go to fucking Jersey and win with Jersey.
You're going to have to win a lot.
You're going to have to win a lot. Yeah, you'll still never be the best of Jersey. You know, like, well, I don't know.
He could be, but you're going to have to win a lot.
You're going to have to be the best fucking goalie in NHL history. Yeah.
Sam.
Now, mind you, people were fucking laughing at the thought of somebody breaking Terry Sawchuk's fucking shutout record of 109 shutouts, and you look at it now, and I'm already sitting at like almost 130, right? So, not bad. Horton to CBJ.
Yeah, I guess he likes BJ's. I don't know.
You can't deal with pressure playing in a big
No.
hockey market, man.
But I think this will backfire on his goddamn ass. They have a Vezina winning goalie.
Right in your motherfucking face.
Yep, Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
He's always been a good goalie. Kind of disrespected, I find.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, yeah, you're a backup. Oh, we're going to trade you.
Yeah.
And whatever. He almost didn't sign in Columbus because he wanted so much. But then they came to terms.
And
Which
they're
is
like,
good.
alright.
Yeah. They got Marion Gaborik.
They
Yeah,
put
they
Gaborik
offered
in there.
Nash, but whatever. They got fucking Cinemov.
I think they're over. I think they're over the whole Nash thing, especially when Gaborik showed up.
Yeah.
And now you bring in Nathan Horton and the play of Sergei Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
Nathan Horton, if you were trying to get somewhere under the motherfucking microscope, you definitely went to the wrong place. Because I definitely feel Ohio's a state that will embrace hockey with a winning hockey team.
Yeah.
And they will put the fucking pressure to you like a motherfucker, man.
You have a Stanley Cup.
You
Show us
have
how
a
to get
Stanley
one.
Cup. You're getting paid big money.
Yeah.
You have the fucking expectation on you now. Oh man, don't sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy a house now and
Yeah.
you know, fucking chill the fuck out. Like you got money. I don't understand how you can be living in an apartment building when you have money. Oh, we'll be in close proximity to the rink. Why? You have money. Take a fucking cab. Help the economy. You
Yeah.
fucking douchebag.
Oh well, this will backfire.
Oh, yeah, man.
And the thing we didn't touch on with Philly, but this was a trade deadline acquisition of theirs and the loss from CBJ, but they acquired Steve Mason,
Oh yes.
right? So you know what?
But you know what? CBJ has complete and total faith in Sergei Bobrovsky.
And that's what I mean. And I'm just trying to touch a bit more
Yeah.
on Philly. That
Yeah.
I think that will help them.
Yeah.
Right? Because he played quite well for them. But I mean, it's going to come to defensive core there.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. Bobrovsky played his way into a starting position. I think he's going to do well. I think
First
Steve-
goalie of a non-playoff team to win the Vezina.
Yeah. So, quite honestly, I think CBJ is going to be a bit of a force next
Are they
year.
ready to make a push for the playoffs?
Yeah.
I mean, they're a bubble team this year.
Yeah.
Are they ready to make that next step
Yeah,
into
if
the playoffs?
Bobrovsky can continue
And
his
not
play.
just make it to the playoffs, because you got to understand, this is a team that's been around for 10, 11 years now.
No. They will not make it past the first round. if
They
they
won't
make
make
the
it
playoffs.
past the first
No.
round?
But making the playoffs will be enough to spark a pandemonium in that city.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, all right, and players will want to go there, and that team will build on that excitement and go from there.
Yeah.
So 2 years, watch them make a drive in the playoffs.
There's the hoping, right? Fucking Ribeiro over to Phoenix.
Just want some sun, payday before his grade day. You know what? Like he's getting $22 million for 4 years, $5.5 million.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like one of the
I
best.
still hope you guys have one of those buyouts left by the end of next year.
So he'll be fucking 37 years old when his contract expires.
Yeah.
Past the 35 rule, which means they're gonna have to pay him. It's gonna hit against the salary cap
Regardless. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you know what, Phoenix, for a fucking organization that just came out of financial issues, you know what?
And they're
this is-
staying there. Like, that just pisses me off, man.
but,
Like, fuck.
Apparently, a big one for Ribeiro was to go play under Tippett again.
Yeah.
Who coached in Dallas for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. He is a good center. I would have liked to see him in Flames colors just for the fact that he is a good center.
Good
I
center.
think-
You need a good center. Every team needs a
yeah,
good
the
center.
top,
Yeah.
if not the best in the league this shortened season.
Yeah.
So you know what? Yeah, but honestly, this is just a payday. Again, I think with Kovalchuk, Bobby Lou, the women are having quite an influence in these players. I
Yeah.
want to go live somewhere where I can be rich.
Somewhere warm.
And where the fucking housing market's cheap as fuck so we can get a massive ass fucking mansion.
I'm a good fucking guy named Ricardo fucking mow my lawn.
I mean our lawn. I mean the house lawn. I mean, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, most definitely. Another player just, being controlled by his wife. Fucking hockey
And you
bitches.
know what? I understand. Like, family is important, but
They shouldn't fucking dictate where you play hockey.
yeah, if your wife isn't allowed to, isn't able to accept the fact that you travel and won't live with you, I think, you know what?
You found the wrong wife.
Yeah.
Or you're in the wrong profession.
Yeah, or she's just a gold digger.
Yeah, oh, well.
Well,
Have you met most of these fucking hockey wives?
yeah.
fuck, man.
The only one who I think isn't a gold digger is fucking Fisher's wife there, Underwood, because she makes more than him.
Well, that bitch makes some money, yeah. For sure.
Moving on, the Wild.
Yeah, the Wild. They trade Devin Sitaguchi.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was a kind of a bad move to lose Sitaguchi.
Yeah, he's definitely scoring. I mean, he's not going to get you 50 goals. He's not going to get you 40. He may get you 30 if he fucking hooks up good with someone on the team. But he's definitely going to chip in at least 20 goals.
Yeah.
20 to 25 goals, which, I mean, that could be...
That's a great second, third line player, right?
Yeah.
Second power play unit.
Even if you're first line player, you could push him, I'd say, 25 to 29.
Well, when you're in the Wild, you got guys like fucking
Zach Parise, fucking Danny Heatley, fucking... I understand that, but you put him up with those players, you never know. If he's scoring 20 goals on the third line, we'll move him up to the second. If he hits 25, we'll then be like, oh, fuck, man. You're exceeding expectations. Try some on the first.
Put him on the first. Put him on the first power play unit. Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, I think a bad move on their part.
They took up Ballard and Cook.
Setaguchi went to Winnipeg.
To Winnipeg. Well, that's a good pickup for Winnipeg.
Yeah. Again, you know what? You're in a conference now, so as soon as that puck drops...
You went and signed your fucking coach to another year, so I mean, I'm not too worried about you guys making the playoffs for another year.
But I mean, good pickup for them. I think Setaguchi is going to be sadly disappointed. They got fucking rich money, young money sitting in there, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But they pick up Cook.
And he'll take some of the heat off of fucking the goal scorers at least.
Yeah. Cook fucking really, you lose what's his name? Kyle Clutterbuck.
Yeah. Sorry.
And you sign Matt Cook. I mean, I think they really hurt themselves with the salaries on Parise. Don't mix drugs and alcohol.
No.
But I think they're really fucking cash strapped with Heatley, fucking Backstrom, Parise, Suter. I wouldn't be surprised to see. I think they traded Matt Cullen as well. They traded Clutterbuck.
You think they'd get rid of Koivu?
No, I don't think they would disrespect him unless you asked for it.
But you just, you look at the cash, you look at Koivu, maybe his contract comes up in 2 years or a year.
I'd say they'd sooner move Heatley.
Well, yeah, most definitely. I mean, Heatley's expendable everywhere he goes, so...
Yeah.
That's what happens when you kill people and get away with it. You're just destined to fucking walk around the league. Nabokov. He resigns in the island.
Goes from not wanting to report.
I don't want to fucking play there. What are these fucking assholes doing? I was going to Detroit. Why are you doing this to me?
And then he's going to resign.
Yeah. Now he's like, hey, I like the
Islanders. I don't mind. And you know what? Islanders, that's good for them, right?
Oh, it is good for the Islanders.
They're a floundering goddamn organization.
I thought they were going to be the first fucking team with a Stanley Cup banner.
No team with a Stanley Cup banner should have to relocate, let alone the Islanders who had fucking dynasty.
Yeah, man. Exactly my feelings.
You know what? Yeah, I like this move by Nabokov.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. They signed that Josh Bailey guy.
Yeah.
Secondary scoring. I mean, they lost Parento to fucking
Colorado
last year, but they made the playoffs this year. So.
Yeah, they made the playoffs this year, which surprised a lot of fucking people. They also lost the captain this year. He hop, skipped, and jumped over to
Straight. I don't know where he went.
Pittsburgh.
Did he? I don't think so. He signed for money somewhere.
Philly. Maybe.
I don't know.
One of those two teams.
One of them. Maybe. We could be completely off.
But yeah, I mean, this is their most reliable goalie since fucking Archer Zerbe, man.
Yeah.
Honest to goodness.
And Rick DiPietro in his first season.
Then fuck, DiPietro's never been reliable.
Well, his first season.
Oh, they bought out Rick DiPietro, by the way.
Oh, yeah. And
I hope he does not.
Another one for Philly, I'm sorry, but one Ray Emery is going back to Philly.
Oh, Ray Emery. Holy fuck,
like we said, folks, it's late, but Ray Emery and his whole attitude and his fucking crazy
17-1.
Yeah. You know what, to Steve Mason, that might be good. You know what?
That'll push Steve Mason, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for
if
sure.
If they can do a tandem, well, you know what, it worked in Chicago this year.
And it worked for them when the year they made it to the fucking finals. You know what I mean? So there you go.
Yeah.
Nabokov, he'll hold down fucking the island, and I hope they make another good push.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay. They've had a lot of high round draft picks. They got a lot of good players probably coming up through the system. I don't know. It's on the island. It's East Coast. They really don't follow it too much. I'm not gonna lie, man. Sorry. I'm a West Coast type guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
But yeah, moving on. Best of Black Islanders again. I don't like to see floundering markets.
No, not in fucking dynasty
No.
teams, not in
No.
dynasty teams.
No.
The Ducks, they trade Bobby Ryan. You know, it was obviously cash money's a problem here.
Yeah.
You know, when you go out and you sign Getzlaff and Perry,
Like
big money,
$96 million each. You know,
big money
that's
deals.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? So,
it looked like Bobby Ryan was the expendable one.
yeah, and it was already rumored a year ago at trade deadline that Bobby Ryan might be on.
Bobby Ryan's been fucking trade bait since fucking his second year in the league.
Yeah.
You know, like.
So, but yeah, they traded him to Ottawa.
Ottawa gets a steal there.
Consolation
At this
for
moment.
Ottawa.
This moment.
Yeah, I think he'll do well with Spezza being there.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Spezza will tear shit up.
I think he's gonna. And he'll have something to prove now.
Yeah,
You know,
but
finally.
the Ducks re-signed Koivu too.
Yeah. Saku.
I know you're being respectful. But,
Former Habs captain there.
What are you guys doing? You're gonna sign Solani too? You're gonna go ask Paul Korea to come throw a fucking jersey
Oh fuck,
on?
man! They'll sign
Like-
Solani. They'll sign Solani to one.
No
more year.
disrespect to any of these guys, but fucking they made a drastic change. They lost 20, 30 goals there.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're getting old. They really are. And I
Oh,
don't like
Getzlaff, yeah, man. Like fuck, man. I mean, even fucking Perry there's about 26 years
Yeah.
old himself, right?
If he got a
26, 28.
Richard. No, because he played with Crosby.
So he's 26.
Yeah, 26.
26 years old. So yeah, I mean, you know, they've got a little bit of youth
27,
mixed in.
'cause they were going to be unrestricted.
A little bit of youth mixed in with fucking.
Yeah.
The
So
older
when they
guys,
got
right?
Cam Fowler, they have like a so-so goalie situation going there, an unproven one, but Hiller's a good goalie, and that fucking fast guy they picked up this year came out of nowhere, stole the show, like did well for them. So you know what? There's promise there, but the Ducks really got to start making a move on something.
They got two prospects out of the Senators. You know, one of them who's played in the NHL this year had a pretty good rookie campaign, and they got a first round pick.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the end, you know, it could be Anaheim who's laughing all the way to another Stanley Cup.
Could be, but I don't
At
think
this
so.
moment, Ottawa's fucking going hoorah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they will for the next couple of years, but we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. So before we're going to sign off here, we're going to talk a little bit about Gary Bettman wanting, you know, basically when they wanted to leave Phoenix. You know, they were going to leave Phoenix there.
Yeah.
And fucking Bettman, the crew showed up, and you could see it in Gary Bettman's eyes. He was done. He was done
Yeah.
with fucking
He's like,
Phoenix.
I'm tired of playing this political bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
There's cities out there
Begging me
that are
right
begging
now.
for an NHL hockey market.
Yeah.
So this begs the question: is there going to be a team that relocates in the next year or two to one of these cities, or are we going to see another two teams in the NHL in the next 5 years?
I honestly think if New Jersey continues to flounder, if the Islanders continue to flounder, we could see relocations. I honestly think, though, if both those teams can sustain themselves, I'm not saying win.
I think the NHL would buy those teams before
Yeah,
they
before
let them
let
fucking go.
Yeah, straight good.
Like they did with Phoenix, like they did with Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So they would do that with those teams. So I honestly think we're going to see an expansion coming up here.
32 teams within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And those two teams being?
One on the West Coast.
So Seattle.
Yeah. And the other, honestly, I think they're really leaning towards Quebec.
Leaning towards Quebec.
Yeah.
So once again, Kansas City is left in the dust.
Well, here's my prediction. Winnipeg. You are the sole reasoning factor and the influential factor on Quebec getting a team.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, if you cannot sustain the second chance, basically,
Yeah.
like Atlanta,
Yeah.
if you can't make money, if you can't start winning and keeping fans happy, regardless, because we all know fucking
Even if you don't win,
off.
if you guys don't fucking sit there and support your fucking team through and through.
Yeah.
Through
Yeah.
and fucking through.
Yeah.
You know?
They're gonna see, like, if you let those fucking profit margins dip to the point where they're in the red,
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
They're
Quebec
not gonna-
will not get a team.
Quebec
Kansas
won't get a
City will
team.
straight up get it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be based on
Within Winnipeg, within the next 5 years, that will depend on if Quebec gets
Yeah.
a team or not.
Seattle will get one first.
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely.
And
Seattle's
then-
ready. Seattle's got their fucking stadium 3/4 built. You
Yeah.
know, they're like, come on. We'll be ready for you next year. And they're
Right.
like, oh, I can't make it there next year. Sorry. You know. So, yeah, 32 team league within the next 5 years, most definitely. This is, as we said, season finale.
It is.
Got over 700 accumulated views within the last 3 seasons.
That's pretty good. 3 years, 700 views. We're going just over about 300 views a season.
We have to thank you fans very, very much.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are the sole reason that we do this. Well,
Yeah.
that and because we love to sit here and talk shit, and we just figured one day, why not put a fucking camera in front of us? Sometimes we say stupid shit, and people should hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, the comments, you know, the views, subscriptions, things like that.
Much appreciated.
They're very much appreciated, and they're very much called for. You know, share us with your friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, everybody out there on Facebook that we have. I know we're on there so periodically that...
Things are
Sorry.
crazy.
Frog in the throat there. I had to get that Frenchman out, right?
Rivet you.
But fucking anyways, we're, you know, we would love to fucking have you guys throw us out there in all your friends' faces and shit. And I know a couple of you have. Out there on the Facebook world and shit.
Yeah.
We still just can't do the Twitter thing, you know. It's like
It's just
there's
you
just
know
some
what?
certain
all the
forms.
trouble that people are getting in
Yeah,
with their Twitter accounts. You know what? It's best that we don't.
I mean, we sit here and we smoke our cigarettes all episode and shit, and
Yeah.
you know we're borderline with some of the things we say.
We warn in our episodes.
Yeah, we put up a parental
Before.
warning and everything, right? So I mean, with Twitter,
you know what?
a Twitter account-
Again, just got crucified.
players are
a lot of
crucified
players.
every day,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah,
You know.
so not happening right now, guys. We might hire a fucking assistant.
Well,
might
like
do
we
that
said,
for
once
us.
we get a real fucking producer who doesn't have a whore of a fucking wife,
Yeah,
then you know maybe
it'll
then
work out.
it'll work
So
out.
They'll,
We'll get
they'll
the Twitter
for
account
us,
going.
because quite honestly, you know what? If we have control of that, it's we're taking a step backwards.
Yeah,
Um,
we're not gonna get fucking. You know, our fans aren't going to get to see us anymore because we'll be brought in for fucking some kind of counterterrorism project or something.
Whoa,
Just
no.
because we put on black masks. No, just because we put on black masks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But we're here for you. Honest to goodness, right?
Leave your comments.
3 seasons down. We're next year going on to season 4.
Yeah.
You know, approaching the 100th episode of the Banter.
Yeah.
Something that, you know, we'll be looking forward to. We'll celebrate it in some way or another.
Light something on fire, blow something up, you know.
Maybe we'll actually go out and interview fans next year.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll actually go to the games and be like, fuck you to all the other fucking fans. Just kidding, man. You know, it's all fun and games. That's what we want to get down, most definitely,
Yeah.
is we love the fact that Canadians love hockey. Not to the point where we're willing to tear a referee's head off for it.
Or Burner City.
Or, that's not true. Some Canadians will. In fact,
True
most
enough.
other Canadian cities do.
I'm speaking more about Calgary fans
Yeah,
ourselves,
yeah.
but
But, you know, we sit here and we knock on the other fans and shit. But it ain't like that at all. You know, we love the fact that you love your team just as much as we love ours.
yeah,
Right?
thick and thin. And you know what? As much as we rip on Edmonton, Vancouver, Toronto, all the Canadian teams, and personally, and I'm pretty sure that Jimmy here feels the same. We love all of our Canadian hockey teams. We love all the hockey teams.
All the
we
hockey
love our
teams in the
Canadian
league.
teams the most.
Yeah.
And you must continue to support them, fans.
Yeah.
You cannot let them be taken. This is our game. And
Bringing more teams
Yeah.
up into
Yeah.
Canada.
And you gotta have the common courtesy to support other teams. And I'm not saying buy their jerseys. I'm saying, you know what? You can't just rip cities apart and discriminate against fans to the point where they're like, it's not worth it.
I'm going to beat you up because you're
Yeah.
wearing a Jets
Yeah.
jersey
You
and you're
can't
a
do it.
fucking
Because then
fan.
people are gonna be like, fuck that. I got lynched out the last time I went to a game. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit at home. And that's money lost. So,
Yeah.
like, don't be stupid.
Yeah, be
Please.
good fans. You know,
Yeah.
when you're sitting in your arenas and shit, and you notice that there's kids around you and everything,
Watch your
try to lay
language.
off the, you know, the big f bombs and the, you know, the
Yeah.
faggots and
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
anything like that, right?
Use your wit.
Yeah, use
Yeah.
your wit, use your brains, people, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, just have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, we're hockey
If
fans.
you want to be crude, put it in a context that only older people
Older
are gonna
people are going to understand. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
References to things that people are going to be like, huh? Oh, dang. And the kids are going to be sitting there going, huh? What? Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't gotta straight up be like, suck my dick, motherfucker!
You suck, clutterfuck!
Yeah.
You know, like, where's the wit in that? Where's it?
Untold.
I'm pretty sure a 10-year-old could come up with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, on the real, yeah, most definitely. We got nothing but love for the rest of the fans out there.
Yeah.
You know,
We're passionate ourselves, but you know how it feels.
Exactly.
Yep.
We would love if other ones out there began throwing on black masks and shit. And
Yeah.
speaking about their fucking
That's great.
teams. And call it the banter. You
Yeah.
know, we'd have no issue with it whatsoever. You want to fucking set up your own Ottawa Senators banter? Vancouver Canucks banter?
Not Banter.
Columbus-
Banter they can't because that's owned by that fucking investor.
Well, you don't.
from
We
Wall
are.
Street there.
We are the NHL banter when
Well,
it comes
yeah.
down to it,
But
right?
we make it your divisions.
Yeah.
The Banter, Ottawa.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Banter, Vancouver.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right?
And
That's
we'll all
what exactly
link
I'm
up
saying.
And we'll have.
I'm totally down with it, right?
Yeah, if there's a forum for everything else, man. Let's
Yeah.
make a fucking online. You post your videos. I'm not saying this like nerdy chat things. You guys down with that? Do it. Argue hockey over the web. I'd love it.
I would personally
you know what?
love to take on debates from other fucking fans.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
You know what? We should do that.
Yeah.
But that takes us. And remember, don't take it personally. It's passion. Supporting your team. Don't get all mad. Don't get racial. Don't start going all nuts.
Zeke high, bro. Zeke high.
Yeah,
We'll
buddy.
never forget that,
But
man.
that's just uncalled for.
We'll
man.
never forget that, bro.
Like, really, that kind of ignorance in this world is why it's so messed up. That's why. So you know what? To the other fans who left constructive comments, regardless if they were positive or negative.
Hey, come on now, and don't call us gods either, please. When you say shit like that, it really starts to get to our heads, and we're like, "Whoa, hey!"
I like
you know?
it. Though. I like it. I like it. I really do. So you know what? For final season, the end of the short in 2012. I ain't gonna lie.
2013
The lockout,
season.
2012 played in 2013 season. We bid you adieu. Ribbit. Au revoir. Sayonara.
Ciao.
Ciao. And again, just good fun, people. Don't take it personally.
Nah.
But enjoy your summer. Support your teams, Canada. Don't let the Yanks take them.
That's
I'm
right.
Jimmy.
I'm Timmy. And this is the Banter, folks. We'll see you next
third
season.
season.